Hey guys, how you doing? Hope everything is well. Everything is good with me. Yeah, we got another one, y'all. Another petty here now. Now, my thing is this. I'm not understanding what's going on with these parents, okay? I am so tired of hearing parents is literally giving their kids over to petties. You understand what I'm saying? That they have so much trust in petties that this is just a damn shame. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, this man is a whole. I'm about to tell you about this here soccer coach. That's you can call him a gypsy because he goes from place to place to place to befriend different parents to get to their child. Okay, to get to their two little boys. And I had a little thing last night with my husband because we was like going back and forwards. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sick of this here. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I ain't never had my kid over to nobody. I ain't handed my kid over to nobody. Listen, if my kid back in the day, if he wanted to spend a night, he spent a night with his, you not spend a night with your homeboy, and but they were young. They was like 7 years old. Like, this is what we did. But for me to send my child to a whole a grown man, you pack your kid's clothes up for a couple of days and packed him up to go with this grown man. How? How? I don't care nothing about him befriending. Okay? You can befriend me. But damn it, you ain't getting my child. Just tell me, what do you plan on doing with my child? You don't have no kids. So what you gonna be playing? Checkers? What you doing? What y'all doing? And this is the argument last night I had with my husband. I was like, it's just ridiculous that, parents is handing their children over to petties. You understand what I'm saying? And he was like, oh, maybe he was cool with the family. They ain't know. No. No. So my husband said he believed that he did that before to the little boy. I said, I don't think so. You know why I said I don't think so? Because he's deceased. If he'd been doing it to him, he wouldn't have deceased him. You understand what I'm saying? When he did it to him, the little boy probably was going to tell. And he couldn't have that. He couldn't have it. That was the argument last night. I was like, nah. My husband was like, nah, he been doing that. He been doing it. I believe he been doing it. No, I don't believe that. That to him. I don't believe he was doing that to him. We're going to find out, right now. So, but I don't believe he was doing that to him. That's why he did what he did to this young man. Because this young man stood up to him and said, I'm telling my family what you did to me. And he can have that. You understand what I'm saying? But, the sad part is, like I said, he's a soccer coach. He's a youth soccer coach. And he is like a gypsy. So he's just bouncing around all over the place. So we got many of children that parents cannot be embarrassed and come forward because he got to go. He got to go. We got to take his bing bings off. Yeah. Let's get into this because this just make me hot. You soccer coach charged in deceasing of Sun Valley Magnet School student. A youth soccer coach has been arrested and charged with murder and the demise of a 13-year-old Oscar Omar Hernandez, a San Fernando Valley resident found deceased in Oxnard on April 2nd after his family reported him missing 2 days prior. Wait, hold up. Now, maybe jumping the gun, but I seen it last night. They said they sent their son over there. Okay, let's finish reading. They said that at April 2nd, after the family reported him missing for 2 days prior, Hernandez's body was found in a wooded area near Harbor Boulevard in Oxnard, according to Ventura County Medical Examiner's Office. Hernandez was a student at Sun Valley Magnet School. Mario Garcia, 43, the Antelope Valley, is accused of the demise of Hernandez on March 28th. Los Angeles District Attorney Nathan announced on Monday, April 7th, yesterday. Garcia was taken into custody in Los Angeles. No information on the boy's cause of death, on how Hernandez ended up in Oxnard, a city over 100 miles away from Lancaster, was immediately available. The felony complaint filed on Monday, April 7th, included special crimination allegations that the crime happened while the suspect was engaged in the commission or attempt commission of law and act upon a child under the age of 14. On that day, Oscar Hernandez went up to Lancaster to see Mr. Gonzalez. 2 days later, he was reported missing. Hold on. On that day, Oscar, who's Oscar? That's the little boy, went up to Lancaster to see Mr. Gonzalez. Why is he going up to see that man? His family reported him missing on March 30th, when he hadn't returned home after boarding a train to the Antelope Valley to help Garcia, according to relatives. He was never heard from again. Okay, hold on. I'm confused. You sent your son up to help Mr. Garcia. To help him do what? To help him do what? So that's the crazy part. Because you're saying it. You're saying that my son my son Oscar went to help Mr. Garcia do what? I don't know. So you knew he was going up there. You knew he was going up there. But to help him do what? Two days later, he was reported missing. So, hold on, y'all. Hold on, stop. Let's stop. Let me read this again, okay? On that day, Oscar, that's the little boy, that's 13, Hernandez, went up to Lancaster to see Mr. Garcia, or Quanta, whatever his name is. His name is Garcia. 2 days later, he was reported missing. So when you said, when the parents said that he went up to help Mr. Garcia and he didn't come home that day, you ain't had Mr. Garcia's phone number? You did not report him missing because he did not come home that same day? Even if you couldn't get in touch with Mr. Petty, you didn't report to the police that my son is missing, that he went up to see the Petty man? You waited 2 days later? On that day, Oscar, yeah, they say, okay, here we go. His family reported him missing on March 30th when he hasn't returned home after boarding a train. That's another day. Come on now, he got to take a whole train, and you know this is in Lancaster, so it's not like the J train, the A train, the 1 train, the 2, whatever. It ain't a train like that, okay? It's a real train. Like a choo-choo. It's a choo-choo train. Like, what? He 13. Like, what you mean he going up there to help somebody that... Ooh, he really befriended these people. Mm-mm. The family reported him missing on the 30th after he aboarded the train to the Antelope Valley to help Garcia. According to relatives, he was never heard of again. A GoFundMe was created for Oscar memorial expenses and support for the family. Garcia worked as a coach for youth travel soccer. Yeah, he travels. Of course he is. He's a gypsy. He's going around. He's a petty. He can't stay still. He on the move. Youth travel soccer at the Hurricane Valley Boys Soccer Club, where his coach vigilantly age group. According to the Sheriff Robert Luna, on Wednesday, April 2nd, Garcia was arrested on suspicion of a charge related to Hernandez's death. Related to a February 2024 case of assault with intent to commit a lewd act. Oh my God! I mean, people. Can I just say this here? I'm not upset. I'm not upset. Just go for people with money, little bit of money, lot of money, don't have no money. I know you have the internet. When you plan on doing things like this by leaving your child with, playing soccer, baseball, whatever, football or whatever, and I'm not saying, like, if the whole team is there. You understand what I'm saying? Because he's being watched. But when you literally let your child be alone with somebody, you understand what I'm saying? With alone. You need to check out their background. Because he was a whole petty. He was already registered. He was a registered petty. Like, this could have been, people take, they people like him. He's the nicest person in the world. He volunteers a lot. Yeah, because he's winning you over. Because you have what he needs. Oscar, you have what he needs. And he's going to do everything he can to be in your grace. And this was crazy. I just feel, my heart goes out to the family. I know you didn't know, but this is 2 days later. 2 days later, I'm hearing a lot of, different situations with, different outlets on children that's getting deceased by fathers, uncles, boyfriends, husbands, and they all petties. You know what I'm saying? And the parents feel like they okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just, I'm not saying that, his family was okay with it. I'm not saying that. But it's a lot of them out here act like they okay with it. He was assaulted with intent to commit a lewd act. Authorities are seeking additional victims of Garcia, asking anyone with information who believe they have been a victim of his to contact the authorities at 818-374-5415, or 877-710-5273 to report, or anonymously by phone. No matter what your status is, we have a young man who was deceased, and Luna said the immigrant status is not an issue in reporting any crime. That's true. So let me just say this to you. If you are here illegally and you ran into this petty Garcia, they will not turn you over to immigration. They will not. They will make you safe. Like, for real. You have to understand a crime happened to you. So don't be afraid to come forward if Mr. Garcia harmed one of your children. They promised that they will not deport you. They're not, because the crime happened in the United States of America. You understand? So they're not going to deport you. I promise. So if any of you kids, any adult and your kid was harmed by this man, please come forward, because we have to get this fool off the street. And I'm telling y'all, they're not going to deport you. Don't be afraid, because see, if you are, if you aren't a legal here in the United States, parents tend to like just let it slide. You can't let that slide. We're gonna protect you. Yes, we will. We will. Don't worry about your status. We have to get him. We have to get Mr. Garcia out of here. You understand? And then he does play on people that he knows that don't have their papers and that are here in the United States illegally. You understand what I'm saying? So don't be afraid of him. No. He's not going to do anything. You have to help your child. Don't be afraid. We're not going, like I said, I promise y'all, they're not going to deport you. They're not. They're not going to deport you because this happened in the United States. We're going to make sure you're safe. Okay, so anyway, just know that. Okay, Hernandez family joined Horstman as he announced the changes alongside LAPD Chief Jim McDonnell and Luna. Some family members donate shirts with Hernandez photo on them. Oh my God! Wait, hold on. This guy's sick. This guy is sick. This guy is sick, bro. Like, he is sick. They said this guy went so far to think he was the shit that he literally gave t-shirts out with his picture on it. Garcia is expected to be arraigned on Tuesday, April 8th. That's today, isn't it? No, day 7. He faces at least life without parole or possibly the death penalty if convicted of special circumstances murder in Hernandez's death. Up to 6 years if convicted of felony assault with intent to commit a lewd act in relations to the 2024 assault. Haldeman referred a new death penalty policy under which his office will determine whether or not it is appropriate in this case. Let me show you the monster. Monster. Okay, you don't want to show your face? I'm gonna show your face, my nigga. Like, my ninja, you're being seen. We need to let people see who you are. We need to let people see who you are. You can't get away with this. Oh my God. This is so crazy, y'all. This is so crazy. Okay, hold on. Jesus Christ. Hold on, y'all. Alright, y'all. We're going to see the devil right here. They got 2 pictures of him. Because in one of them, he looked a little fatter. And then the other one is the real him. This is him when he's trying to be nice. And this is the other one where he's just a monster. He's a pure damn monster. Look at this. And this the little boy. This is the little boy. I'm not showing that picture with him. I don't want to show that picture with him. I don't want him near him. I don't want him near him. I'm going to give you a nice picture. Here we go. Just a little boy. He's so cute. Jesus. So you see how big he was, right? You see how big he was. So you already know that they ain't no little small fry. A little boy, even though if he's short or small like that, he probably put up a fight. You know what I'm saying? I believe he put up a fight, y'all. But anyway, y'all, please don't hand your kids over to people. Like for real though, don't do that. Don't do that. You can't trust nobody. Do a background. Go to the library. Do a background check on them or something. Or if you got a computer at home, try to do a background check. Don't just give people your kids. Like, that's crazy. I am so sick of this here. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, y'all. But anyway, my heart goes out to the family. I'm not blaming you or nothing. Because you have a lot of men that's out here doing stuff like this here. You know what I'm saying? It's just really heartbreaking. You know, it's heartbreaking. You want your child in some type of sport, you know, and this man is taking it for granted. But he done went too far. He deceased the little boy. All right, y'all. I'm going to go. Hit that like button and subscribe, y'all. And I'll talk to you.
Yesterday, my name is Nathan Hochman. I'm the District Attorney of Los Angeles County. Up here with me, we're joined by Los Angeles Police Chief Jim McDonnell, Los Angeles County Sheriff Robert Luna. Also at the podium is FBI Special Agent in Charge Ted Dox, LAPD Assistant Chief Blake Chow, LAPD Deputy Chief Head of Detectives Alan Hamilton. From the District Attorney's Office, we had Ted against Mario Edgardo Garcia Aquino, who's 43 years old. Mr. Garcia Aquino murdered 13-year-old Oscar Omar Hernandez on March 28, 2025. And when I say that charges have been brought, I want to make it clear that charges themselves are not evidence, that a defendant is presumed innocent until and unless proven guilty in a court of law. The charges allege that Mario Edgardo Garcia Aquino, on that date of March 28, 2025, murdered Omar Hernandez in Lancaster. Mr. Garcia Aquino was his soccer coach. And on that day, Omar Hernandez went up to Lancaster to see Mr. Garcia Aquino. 2 days later, he was reported missing. And on April 2nd, 2025, last week, his body was found in Oxnard off a road near Leo Carrillo State Beach. We have also announcing the charges, again, separate charges, against Mr. Garcia Aquino from a February 22nd, 2024 felony of assault with intent to commit a lewd act against a different individual, a 16-year-old young man in Palmdale. Mr. Garcia Aquino faces at least life without the possibility of parole on the murder charge and 6 years in prison with respect to the felony count of assault with intent to commit a lewd act. These cases are tragic, and the Hernandez family, you have our deepest sympathy for a loss that words cannot even begin to describe. Our role, though, is to bring justice to this family and to hold the person responsible for these brutal, heinous, unspeakable, unthinkable acts, hold them accountable, and prosecute and punish them to the full extent of the law.